Damn, it's already 1 o'clock.
Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Allen now looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Flush to his right. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on 3rd and medium to pick up the first. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
56. Hey, home.
To throw, it's Allen. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense of not getting out of their lanes.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Allen now to throw again. There goes a deep ball, end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Right there, 54.
Now Allen again. And able to find John Brown. John Brown, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, his third touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Hauschka with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Here we go.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Take both of them.
Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Shift, shift.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Wide.
Keep these two.
Alert 3.
Watch.
They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler as a rookie last year, in on the stop there.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Watch the eye. Check 3.
On second down, here's Fournette. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Quarter.
I'm trying to collect.
54 Mike.
Hey, alert.
54.
Hey, Echo.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Slam. Shift.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. He'll buy some time right. And that is incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a first and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns.
Wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Colby Listenby. His 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown. Hauschka adds the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Black 20.
54. Mike 50.
These two.
Shift. Watch that. Check. Crunch. Check 9.
Why they check?
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 39-yard line.
On the ready.
Mike 5-4. I got you, son. Check nickel.
Tight dog.
Get it.
On second and 11 now. Rudolph. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Black 80.
Mike 54.
8.
50.
Hey, wahoo.
Check. Walk 54. Here we go.
Take both of them.
He's coming. We got double up.
Check the backer.
Black 80.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. He's got a man, complete. That one goes for 30 yards.
You had to figure they'd take a shot downfield on 3rd and long, so the old cliche came into mind right away for me. Who wants it more? You always hear about receivers, you hear about their hands, their moves, their speed. How about the positioning and the desire to go get that one out of the air?
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Watch twist.
They'll run with D'Angelo Henderson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Mike 54. Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
44.
Mike 5-4.
Hey, exit.
I know he ain't got it. 36.
Check 52.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
Black 5. Take 2 of them.
Check safety. Check 26. Check.
No foul.
54 is Mike.
Hey, seam 6.
You must be dreaming.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike.
Hey.
We own them.
Hey, Black is good.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. Outright, he gets this one to Switzer. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Undercrunch.
Fournette, a first down carry. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Easy.
Slam, slam, slam.
Check. Fresno.
Now Leonard Fournette. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
180.
54's Mike.
Check. Alert.
54. Come on, D. Right there.
Hey. High 7.
Three bud.
Hey, watch that.
Alert.
54. Mike, 50.
These two.
Watch the run. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
Take 2 of them.
I'm going to run you over. Check 31.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ed Oliver in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Here we go. Black 30. You good?
Watch twist.
Squirrel. Hey, Foxtrot. Hit the middle.
54's Mike. Check. Watch the
Double.
Switch up.
Check. Let's go.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. Looking deep downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
The pass to Brown as he hauls it in. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
First down, and they're going to throw without it. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. That's Vince Williams who gets the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Mike's 59.
Now Allen. And he's going to go down again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang at Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. To the air, Allen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by Dexter McDonald.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
We call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
50, play, go, recon, 132 fighter.
Shoot. Switch.
Go out.
No.
On first down, Rudolph eluding the pressure right. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Let's go.
Hey, Sam off.
Hatch it. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hey, Charlie. Go. Hey, orbit.
Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Watch QB drop.
Let's go. Shoot.
Here's Rudolph. To Switzer over the middle. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
6-6, pull it high.
Watch the ship. Hey, check 20.
Hey, Haywood. 5.
Shotgun snap for Rudolph. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Five.
54.
Don't get nervous.
54 is Mike. Check
50.
54. Watch 54.
Focus.
You got tight right there. Switch. Hey, switch gears.
Take both of them.
Ben to throw again. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Block 80! Hey, alert! No spacing.
Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Hey, Echo.
You Mike.
Mike spot 4.
Easy.
Spot 4. Watch the pass. Here we go.
Heat these 2.
Joker. Showing it.
Block it.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Let's go.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Hauschka with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll go back to Henderson on first down. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They're losing here in the third quarter, maybe trying to get the ball outside, bust a big play. Obviously didn't work there.
Yeah, and while it didn't work, I really can't fault them for trying it. You and I have talked to the offensive coordinator, and we knew that was the place they wanted to try and go. And sometimes you just have to stick with it because 2-yard gains turn into 20-yard gains as the game goes along.
Check 50. Safe. Check 42. Knicker. Kill. Tighten up.
On second down now, it's West. It's Charkandrick West. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Charkandrick West with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go, Steve. Here I come. Spot.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
They'll try the right side here with Smith. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. On 2nd and 12, Allen. They'll set up the screen to Smith. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
After the penalty, it's Smith. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On first down, Turner. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
That's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out. Before he knew it, he had hit the sideline.
Alert, alert, alert.
Check 55 to Mike.
Now on 2nd and 13, Allen, and he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Devin Bush in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Check three. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Double bump. Hey!
Stay at home. Stay at home. Stay at home.
Hey! Wahoo! Go back, go back.
They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Slam, slam, slam. Shit, shit.
50.
Shit.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
These two.
Hey, 50. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike.
77.
They're running it.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Open man is Switzer complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Hey, Steve 6. Steve 6.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Coming to you, coming to you.
Middle.
Hey, we got Mike 50. Mike 50.
Show that bench release and go.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. He sets to fight into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. Johnson was the intended receiver. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but, boy, he's playing really well.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21, check Mike 21. I got him, I got him. Hey, check Mike 21, Mike 21.
Now on second and 13. Allen. Got a man, it's Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
And the Bills' first down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
In your face. Check it out.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
319. Check Mike 21. Push him. 80 weapon. Push him back.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Check round 80. Check some. Shift. Half 10. Hey, box truck.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's second and 21. Throwing now is Allen. He's got the hook up to John Brown to the right side. A big play here for Buffalo. 41 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Allen now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Add this game to the last one, and they move the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Allen now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. A give to Smith out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to second and 4. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, third down. Allen. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
A carry by Henderson to start the drive. He'll have a first down and more past the 20. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great play there. 95 yards. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. This time, the extra point up and good. As this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close. One score. And he's into the clear. Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. DeLance Turner, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bills will add on to their lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
54 is Mike. 54 is
Go, go.
54. Watch 54.
Here we go, here we go.
Shift. Watch the shift. 36. 36.
Check 52.
Take both of them.
Here's Roethlisberger. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
65. 65.
24.
Check.
King.
Check 26. Check 26. Check.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. He's got the completion to Strong. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 36, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce.
And his Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now Allen. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Lane, the rookie from Michigan State. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Here we go. Hey, orbit.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Down the loose.
Alert, alert.
54, right there, right there. 54 Mike. You look right there.
Take 2 of them.
Right there. Switch, switch, switch. He's checking, he's checking, he's checking.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. They take to the air on the first play of the drive, and the pass just a little bit off there.
I thought there was some turbulence in the pocket there. Took him off platform, off schedule, unable to get set and make a nice throw.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Hey, Alpha.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Hey, they scared. They scared.
No spacing.
Go, 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 go.
Jack 16. Hey, Haywood.
Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Check, check. Lucky.
Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
So Allen's going to look to throw. He's going to go for a big play. And got his man complete. A big play here for Buffalo, and even 40 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen towards the end zone. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka following the score. This will be taken in at the 1. Yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams
nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Mike 54.
Now Rudolph. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Check three. Switch. Look at me. Zipper. Smooth.
On 4th down, Knight forced, and he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Shaq Lawson, and an utter disaster as the ball's going to go over on downs at the 2-yard line. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Here we go now with Smith. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the
about
virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Buffalo, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they've plummeted now to 3-11. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.